Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome on in. It's Christy. I am popping on a few minutes early because I am an event. I'm in the Stand Tall Crafting group. The link is it's below, or if you are done watching this, you can actually go back to the replay and click on the link for that group. It is a free group. Krista does a wonderful job with this group, and there are crafters I believe every Tuesday and Thursday. I think it rotates now. So welcome on in, everybody. When you come on, say hello. If you are new to me, please tell me how you found me. Say hello, where you're from. I'm anxious to know where I am out and about. Hello, Miss Kendra. How are you? Hi. How is everybody? Welcome on in. Hello, my sweet Lori, Resiliently Crafting. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining the craft box. Hello, Miss Krista. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I've been trying to catch everybody today. It's been a crazy day. It was a crazy day at work. Hello, my sweet Lori. Hi, Amy. Hi, Amy. What is it? Did Marlene go home today, or is she going home tomorrow? I think she goes home tomorrow, right? She's got one more day left. Maybe it was today. Hi, Sue. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and start. Hello, my sweet Beth. You're never going to believe what I found. I was putting away all of my Christmas stuff. All of my Christmas stuff is put away. Besides a few, craft items that we may use, and turn into something else, right? But I did kind of hide them on the back of my shelves. Anyway, I was going through all of my Christmas stuff, and I found your stuff. So, Beth, I have your stuff finally, and I put it in a spot where I'm not going to lose it. Hi, Gail. Welcome on in. Okay, everybody. So, hello, my sweet Gail. So, today, we might get to 2 crafts again. I don't know. The last time I was on here. Hello, Emily. What's up, Em? How are you? So the last time I was on, we actually got to 2 crafts. So we may do that again. I don't know for sure. This is really simple and easy, but we are going to be working with a spring tonight. If anybody's ever interested in springs, I know a lot of crafty friends have them. I do have these, and I seal them so the rust doesn't get on your fingers. I seal them up really good. And I sell them 5 for $20. So if you guys are ever needing one, you can always PM me. That means we need to plan an adventure. I know we do. Like really soon, if possible. Happy Tuesday evening. Good evening, sweet Nora. How are you? I'm so glad you're good, Emily. I've been missing you too. So Beth, let me know about Martin Luther King Day, because I'm off that day. And I think my husband works, so that might work out for us. Okay, so I am going to be working with some fabric tonight. I kind of grabbed some trim and just some extras, and then I have a sweet, sweet surprise. So hi, Cheryl, how are you? So this is actually, you guys, if you know me, you know, I've been using this little scrap forever. I've just been doing it. What do you seal them with? I can show you, Krista. So I seal them with the clear glaze from Krylon. Is it Krylon or Krylon? Yes, Emily did. Sheila's little treasure. She's up after me, and I'm sorry I forgot to say that, but I'm going to say it again probably a couple more times before the end. My sweet Sheila is up. She makes me laugh. I just love her. She's very true to the point. I just love that about you. And there's my CBFF. Hello. So this is what it is. If you guys want to take a screenshot, if you guys ever do the, it's a safety thing, right? Because you don't want to get rust on you. And my husband is so in particular. I'm not that much, but my husband is. So when I had these, I had made a bunch of these up. And he actually hung it on a rope so that we could get all the sides and in between. And then he would turn it around and do it again. Hello, sweet Tanya. How are you? And he would spray it again. And it was so funny. He's so particular. So when you get these, they're going to be nice and sealed. But anyways, that is what we're working with tonight. We're actually going to be doing a non-sew heart method. And I know you probably have seen this before, but I have a very sweet twist surprise at the very end. So we'll see how that goes. And then if we get all done before our hour and before Miss Sheila comes on. Hello, Beating with Wayne. How are you, Spider-Man? We're going to do a little paper crafting. So I got a cute little idea here too, just in case as a backup. So, oh, Marlene does leave tomorrow. Okay, that's what I thought. I know she's really sad. But at least she gets back in time to watch her Buffalo Bills hopefully win. My Steelers are out, so I'm crossing my fingers for the Bills because they're my third team. Bucks is out. Steelers were out last night, and Buffalo Bills is now my number 3. It's always been my number 3 team because I'm from Niagara Falls. I'm from the Buffalo area. Okay, so you guys, I'm going to move this out of the way because we're not going to work with this right now. Hello, howdy, Dawn. How are you? Cool idea. I have a mattress to tear apart. Now, don't go making yourselves bedless now. But I will say, it is not an easy task. I still have the bed frame, and I didn't even take off. I have a bunch of these, and I didn't even use half the bed. So it's pretty much a lifetime of springs. All right, you guys. So you usually know how this works, right? We're going to do this. You're a Steelers fan? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, you're not a Steelers fan. You said Steelers lost. Yes, they did lose. They lost very sorely. My heart is aching. I don't want to talk about it. But our coach of 19 years is stepping down as well. And it's like, it's hit me in my feels today. I'm so emotional about it because I've been Krista's a Broncos fan. Yeah. That's okay. It's all good. All good. But yes, my husband does not watch football. I am the person. Yes, you did. You did win. You beat the Jaguars, right? I think it was the Jaguars you beat. The Bills did. I've been following football for quite this many years, and I've been a Steelers fan for probably about 20 of them years. Hey, is that Sandy? Is that my sweet Sandy? Thank you for coming on in, girl. Okay, so I have my glue gun ready. Sorry, I said the word. You're a Browns fan, Dawn? That's okay. You're on early. Yes, Melissa. I tried to post it earlier because I'm in an event, and I came in a little bit early, and that's good for me. My husband's not home yet, so when I'm done, we'll be able to have dinner and have a nice relaxing night. I'm actually working on some more videos. If anyone has extra planes, please, you can't find any here. Tanya, PM me because I have some. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start making you don't want to go all the way to the edge. You just want to put it in probably about I'd say maybe 1/4 of an inch inside because you want to leave a little seam. And I just do a little bit at a time. Now this does use quite a bit of glue, especially when you're doing a heart. And I apologize, I kind of skipped a spot here. I wanted to have this ready because I wasn't sure if I was even going to use this fabric. So I'm going to show you guys what I did while I'm letting this part dry. And I'm just going to kind of press it on nice and tight. You want to kind of have it be even because you do want it to hold its shape good. Yes, I do have them. And I'm not here to do that. But if you need some, I've got you, and we can always work something out. Okay, so I'll show you guys what I did. So I have this paper. I started working here so I can start working, making the room work for me rather than me working for it. So this is called chipboard. We use it a lot with journaling. So I actually made myself different templates for different creations. Hello, Sandy. The other Sandy. And what I did was I just kind of draw out my pattern. And what I like about this, it's almost like a very thin cardboard, like what you would do, like use like a Cheez-It or a cereal box. Yes, I'm obsessed with Cheez-Its. So you can draw on it. You see how many times I had to draw on it. When I finally got it right, I cut it out, and now I have a pattern. And it's a nice pattern because what I usually do with it, you guys, I have fancy clips now, so excuse my clips. I put it down on my fabric, and I'm just going to show you. I'm not going to cut it yet. And usually I double up my fabric like I'm going to do here, right? put it on my fabric, and then I kind of hold it together with either clothespins, clips. Look at all the things you can use. I'm going to show you. You love my sweatshirt. I get so many compliments on this. You guys, I have a corgi, if you don't know, and he's actually a chorgi. So he's half corgi and half long hair chihuahua. And he is all white and it's adorable, and he's deaf, but we love him anyway. So these are all the things that you can use for this to hold your little patterns together. And then as you cut out, you just move your clips a little bit. You wouldn't put this many on, but I'm just showing you. This is all the kinds of clips that I use. So these are those really heavy clips. That's probably the last resort. You could use clothespins. I have fancy acrylic clips. You can find these. Many Etsy stores have them, and I have connections if you guys want stores to buy them in. And then these are sewing clips. So these are all the different clips. And you just kind of cut around, and that way you have your two pieces all kind of together. And that's how I got this. Now, this was already a pattern that I pre-cut for something else I made a while ago. I can't remember what. So what I kind of did with this one is I used my pinking shears, and I got these from the store that's no longer, R.I.P., Miss Joe. And I used pinking shears for this so it doesn't fray. The fabric that I used, I got at bottom of the bin. It is right here. You guys, it's a mess. But if you see the details on this, it's kind of like a very velvety heart fabric, but it's got like little hearts on it. You see that? Oh, I guess they're upside down, but there you go. So what I did was I just kind of traced it around and I cut it like I showed you. So that's how I did my first part of that. Sorry, I'm usually better at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other side of the seam, and I'm going to come all the way down probably to right about here because I want to be able to stuff it. You received a canister of clips at Christmas? They do. You guys, I'm going to tell you right now, don't buy them at the store. Buy them on Amazon. They come in that little tin that Debbie is probably talking about. And it's so much less. They're not cheap, but they're not terribly expensive, and you get a lot. In fact, me and Sharon does a lot of, my friend Sharon and I, we do a lot of sewing together. Not together, but we do a lot of sewing, the two of us, and we shared one for a little while. And then I just was like, I'm going to get my own because they do, you know, wear and tear, but they do last. But the way I was working and the way she was working, we needed our own. So it worked in a pinch. All right, so I'm going to come down just a little bit more. And I'm going to stop chatting so much. And now I have that seam made. I don't know why I still have this on there, but this kind of makes it a little bit even. And if you see a little glue popping out, no big deal. You can just kind of pull it off. It's not going to hurt. Don't use a very high glue gun temp with it. Oh my gosh. I want to see. So the canister of clips that you got, Debbie, were they the little ones that look like this? Did it come in like a really cute, like little tin? I think it's like rectangular or square tin. They probably have round tins. You just have to know how to search. So just search what you're looking for. Sometimes it's very basic. You can put very basic things in there. And Amazon is actually filtered to kind of read some of those basic things. Now, my fabric here, you can use whatever fabric you want, but my fabric here does have a right and a wrong side, and this one is going to be my front that I'm working on right now. And I'll show you why here in just a second. I'm going to need another, let me go ahead and put this down. And you just want to kind of do it slowly so you have it all, because once that glue sticks to the fabric, that's why we do it in pieces and we don't try to rush it and do it all at once. I know a lot of my no-making friends probably know how to do this. Your double mint twin. Okay. There we go. I need to put another glue stick in here. I did not have it ready. Shame, shame on me. I'm going to have 2 out. That should be enough for what we're doing. Okay. So, what I mean by right and wrong side is this side is the hearts, kind of the right way. And because I folded that fabric like I showed you guys, you're going to have this side of the heart are going upside down. So this will be our front. So that's just another way to kind of see, you know, where you're going, what you're doing. Is that my Southern Belle by Debbie? Hello, your fabric is beautiful. It's a Precious Moments canister? Oh, Debbie, I'm jealous. That sounds so sweet. Oh, I love Precious Moments too. When my grandparents passed, I actually asked my aunt if I could have their anniversary. They had like a little figurine of their, I think it was their 25th or their 30th anniversary. And I mean, let's face it, my cousins didn't want it, and my aunt and uncles didn't want it, and I wanted it because I put it out every year for Valentine's Day. So, and I haven't done any of my Valentine's Day decorating yet. I just got Christmas put away, but I need to get on that soon. But I put it out just to kind of remembrance of them. So, okay, so now we're going to kind of go in here with our fingers and make sure that there's no seams. And you don't want to rip it or anything. Just make sure that there's no open seams in this. You want it all because we're going to stuff it next. We're going to stuff it like a turkey. So I just want to make sure. And Facebook keeps telling me Sheila's watching. I'm glad Sheila's watching. Sheila, I'm gonna watch you when I'm done. All right, so we're just gonna grab some stuffing, and first you want to go ahead and start small. Hi, Estella. You caught me live, girl. And I will show you one trick I have. Hello, my Sarah. How are you? One trick I do have, and I'm sorry, this is coffee stain too. I use chopsticks a lot when I do my stuffing. It just kind of gets in there really good. So, or it helps get it in there really good. So we're just going to start small. And you want to leave a big enough hole because you are going to eventually, are you laughing because I said stuff it like a turkey? You want to leave it big enough because you don't want to have to struggle with yourself. You can always close that seam later. But we want to make this kind of nice and full. Now the bottom, we have to pay attention to our actual spring too. We don't want to make it too fat at the bottom. And you know what I mean by that because you want to be able to kind of stick it in there a little bit. So, all right. And this just kind of gets in your nooks and crannies. It kind of gets it in there pretty good. So, you can do that with whatever. My stuffing comes with a stick. Most stuffings do come with a stick. But you know what, Sue? You know me. I lose it. So, I mix this and I do all kinds of things. All right. I mix my coffee. I use this for all kinds of things. Yes, I'm here. I know. I know. Facebook keeps telling me it won't stop. I don't know. Facebook's been very funny with this lately. I'm probably going to need a little bit more stuffing just because I want it nice and full. And then I'm going to show you guys how to decorate the outside. I think we can throw a little bit more in there. So I have my stuffing over here on the chair. So I know a lot of you probably have your Christmas down. I think I read, was it Miss Andrea with the cutest little thing? She didn't take her tree down yet. That's okay. I was mourning my tree when I was taking down the ornaments. Well, we still have the tree up with the lights on it. That's going to be a project for my hubby. But every year he cuts off part of the trunk because we get a real tree and we write the year on it. So we have a collection of our little tree stumps of all the trees that we get every year. Facebook is ran by a man. I I know, right? Sarah, that is so funny and so true. Mine is still up. Some of us don't. I have one tree up. Okay. Well, oh, that's right. I still have the bathroom tree up. I do have my fireplace tree up because I take the ornaments off of it and I started putting some of my Valentines. And Sue, your spiders are still on my tree because they're pink and red and they match the colors for Valentine's Day. So I had to keep that up there. All right, I think we're almost done stuffing this. I promise. I'm not going to be here till 7 o'clock pace, or 7 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock your time. Stuffing this thing, my goodness. But that was so funny, Sarah. You just cracked me up. All right, we're going to throw this in and call it a day. Mine is up. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one that had the tree up late. You know, it came late. And then it kind of fell on the weekend. And it was like, well, we're still celebrating. We don't want to take our stuff down yet, you know. So, I love the way that it's kind of wonky like that. I love it. Yes, I still have. Miss Sue gave me the cutest spiders. I think she learned how to make them from Sweet Wayne. Or maybe she didn't. I don't know. Okay. Hi, Mom. All right. So my mom just came in. We have to stop talking about her. No, I'm kidding. We weren't talking about you, Mom. I know I owe you a phone call. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close this baby up. And I would say... maybe just kind of push them together. Just don't hurt yourself. There we go. Because that part's going to be inside of here anyways. So I know people have made these before, but I think this is my only, is this my first spring? I think I made one spring before. And then you just kind of see, oh, that's going to look really cute. Okay, we're not done. I'm not done yet. So I am going to make it kind of simple. I did pull this. I'm going to take this off now. I did pull this because I think this came on like a package or something. And I thought if we could stick it on here. Oh, my hubby's home. It would be really cute as kind of like a side embellishment. But I might change my mind on that. So we'll see how this works. So what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and put a pocket there. Sorry, I got my nails are coming off. The Grinch tree is still up. Yes, I watched Wayne make them and I taught my husband Wayne how to make them. Oh my gosh, I forgot your husband's name was Wayne. That's funny. Okay. So I'm going to make a pretty generous pocket because of my surprise here at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a little bit. I think I'm going to do a square. All right, let me look at this. Hi, honey. So let me make sure this will go in. I'm using my bad scissors. Sometimes your scissors just go dull. I'm just kind of eyeballing it because I think I'm going to go ahead and do a little seam with my pocket. You'll see what I mean here in a second. The puppies have found you. They found you. Okay. So I'm going to kind of put this like this. And I'm going to leave a little bit of I'm not going to directly put it on there. I'm going to leave it loose a little bit. Don't make me nervous, Beth. I'm going to leave it loose a little bit and kind of tuck it under because I do want to make this a pocket. So I'm going to be very careful of how I do this. So if I'm not going to answer, if I don't answer comments, just give me a second. Because you pretty much only have one shot with this. We'll close it up at the very end. All right. So let me fold this side. And then we'll glue it up at the end, but it's going to be kind of like, I just want to make sure I leave enough room because of what I'm trying to do with this. So it's going to be a little bit loose, but that's okay because if you're putting stuff in it. Hello, Sib, how are you? You do have a little bit of wiggle room, but not a lot. All right, so that's usually how I make my pocket. You can always put a little glue underneath or whatever. We're actually going to put a little bit of trimming on this. Excuse me. I'm going to take a drink. Hello, Karen. How are you? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and glue my edges to the bottom. And it's okay if it doesn't, because it's going to be in there and some of that bottom is going to be hidden. But this is what I needed. I just needed that pocket there. And now I see that. You want to make sure you actually have the pocket there. I'm going to close this right here. Okay. Sorry, my husband came in. Do you have a corgi on your shirt? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Sibs. I have a corgi in my house too. I think he went outside. Okay. I'm kind of saving that for the bottom or for the end, the surprise here. So basically you want to use your little fabric to make a little pouch. Okay? So that's what we're doing there. And like I said, we're probably going to get done early with this part. So I have two options because I want to put a little trimming on here. I have this rickrack, which we've been using on our journals. I also have a pink one, but I think I want to go with the red. So I'm going to cut a little piece because I'm going to make it kind of hang off there. I think I'm just going to cut it right there. There we go. That is what I'm going to do. And let me put another glue stick in here. I identify with corgis, low rider, and T-Rex arms. Sibs, you're so funny. I know, right? My little corgi, he's deaf. But we have a Chiweenie as well. She's very smart. And he kind of learns a lot off of her. And it's lovely. I absolutely love watching them. It's great. Okay, now if we get a little bit of fraying, that's okay. That's what we want. Okay. So now we have that. I was going to go with maybe this on the side, but I think we may ink-snay this. I'm not sure. I kind of like that too. So if only I can keep it. You know what? We're just going to glue it for right now because that's okay too. Oh, and look, he must have heard me. No pun intended. He's literally right here, you guys. Oh, he left again. He's gone. He's gone. All right. So I kind of like that. So now we have this. Pretty simple. And I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more things to here. I do have a little bit of that glue on me, but that's okay. Now we're going to go ahead and put it in our little spring. Now, I don't know how you guys do it. It's actually going to kind of stay a little bit in there, but I want to add a couple things to here first, and then we'll get started on the spring. Now, you could do some lace and everything. I'm not going to do the lace. I do have a pre-made bow for that. I do have some lace, but it's not the right color. He's camera shy. He's funny. He's really funny, though. Like, sometimes I'll try to take a picture and he'll just not want to be. He'll just, like, I don't know you. And then other times he'll be a little photogenic, like, just looking off into the whatever until the sunset. So if this was white, I would say we could do something there. You can do that. I do have other things that we can embellish. I guess I have a little bit of white and I have a little bit of antique. That is stinking cute, isn't it? It's really cute, right? I have a little bit of white we can use. I guess we can do a little something right there, just across. Yeah, let's dress it up. We're here. I don't want to take away from the hearts already. You guys, I totally glued this different. I glued it backwards. Oh, well. That's okay. I kept telling you how to do it. My hearts are upside down, but that's okay. We'll forgive Christy tonight. I'll blame it on my husband. He came home and distracted me. I also have some buttons that I think we're going to use on here. We'll do one more. I'm just going to try to take some of these out. This is what I bought. I got this very cheap after Valentine's Day. If you guys see them this year, I love to keep my red buttons in here. I don't know why. I just do. I think they're so cute that way. But I obviously have other laces and things we can use. But we're going to stick with the white and the red. I think that'll be good. And I might even incorporate some of that with the bow. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to throw that in there. We didn't need that. Sometimes love, you know what? That is absolutely right. Fills us upside down. Yes, it does. There are no true words spoken. No true words spoken. That is so funny. I love it, Sib. Okay. Stay. Does anybody else talk to their craft supplies? I know I do. Like, why are you doing that? Okay. We're just adding a little bit of embellishment. So I'm going to start here. And go here. And then I'm going to put a couple of little buttons just to kind of embellish it a little bit. I like the two little buttons here. Sorry if I'm missing any comments. I'll go back and look. I'm just making sure we can get this. I was worried about the time. I think we'll be all right. All right, so I'll stick this little button here. I'm going to put the big one here in the corner. All right, so that pocket is still there. So that's definitely what we need. Okay, now I have a little bit of sisal. You could use moss if you want, whatever you'd like. And I got to get my green wire out because we're going to put a little something on there too. I'm just going to kind of have it coming out of the side. But now I'm going to go ahead and put in my surprise because I feel like it's time. It is time. So it's going to go on the spring, but before I put it on the spring, I have something that is really special for this, and they're very in for Valentine's Day. I have this cute little bear. Now, I got these bears. I got a few of them at a thrift store. They were brand new in the little package, and I had to have them. You guys, I got these as a steal. These were, I think these are from like the 90s, from like the old craft stores like Lee Ward's and things, but they're super, super adorable. Now, I have him holding a heart. The heart came from Hobby Lobby, from a little package like that. So we also have other things I'm going to try to put in here, but I want to make sure he fits in here first before anything else. If we have to move some sisal around, we will. But he's going to look so adorable. Yes, he fits. Yay. So we want him to kind of snug in there a little bit. Oh, he's so adorable. Okay. Of course, Christy's dropping things. So now we can go ahead and tug in here. And just for like storage purposes, I don't like to glue things in like this. You always find great stuff. I know it's a cute bear, isn't it? I do love to go thrifting, and I do it probably more than I should, which is why I'm like cleaning my craft room out now. But stuff like this, you cannot say no. Like, my eyes go like, you know, the Snoopy characters where they're, you know, Lucy's in love with Schroeder, where her eyes go all love like that. That's me. Like, I'm that emoji when I find stuff like this. So it's great. So there's that. We're going to embellish it just a little bit more. I'm going to put a little bit more sisal down here in it, kind of in very lightly. I'm just going to kind of put it around the edges so we can still put that in there. All right, now I'm going to put him toward you. I'm going to put him toward you guys and just kind of pull him down. So that way I still have this put together. And this is what it's going to look like. Now, I do have that spring here in the front. So I may actually turn this around, but I want to decorate this real quick. Thanks, guys. All right. I did keep a button out for a reason. So I do have this pre-made bow from Christmas. I'm cheating a little bit. Sorry about the dogs. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the front. Yeah, this is how I want my front. I'm going to twist it around the front of my spring. And if anybody wants to make a spring like this, did I mention this is adorable? You're so funny, Sips. Okay, if anybody wants to make something like this, I highly suggest you make it so that you can pull it apart to store it. I don't know about you, but like, I want to maximize my space. So if you want to put it to the side, that's fine too. Like right now, I'm going to keep it like that to the side. Now, I did go ahead and pull this. So I want to go ahead and cut this just a little bit. I'm going to tie this back here just to give it a little bit more of a Valentine type thing, so it's not so red. We're breaking it up with the colors a little bit. And then you can puff it up, do whatever you want. It's still adorable. Now I'm going to hide that little, that's like a tie, like a bread tie. I don't know, that's what it's like. So I'm going to put this little button on it. So I'm going to put it right down where I want it so I don't have to touch it. I'm just going to go boom, just like that. There it is. All right, now for my final trick on this, I'm going to put a little bit of the wire. And I think I'm going to do some curls up the top. Now, you can do a tag if you want to. All I have is really a stamp, so I don't really have a tag that I made. But I know you guys usually do tags and stuff. I'll probably put a tag on it. Like I might put 14 or something on there. Like February 14th. And you can also utilize this wire to kind of twist around your heart to hold it in place. Okay. And then we're going to do our little twisties at the last minute. Maybe this will take an hour. About. I don't think so, though. You guys, it's weird to be crafting again. I have to plug in my phone, though. I didn't realize my phone is going dead on me. Okay. There we go. I'm going to twist it around just a couple more times of the actual. There we go. Now I know it's not going anywhere. I love these springs because you could use them in different ways. I've seen people do these all kinds of ways. And I was like, well, I haven't seen one with a bear yet, so I'm going to do it with a bear. I don't know if anybody else has done with a bear, but now this is why I love this, because it's very thin and very thick down here. So I'm going to use my shortest one and just kind of twist around my wire. And then I'll probably go back down to like the middle and twist this around. I'm glad you are back. Oh, I'm so glad I'm back too. It's been well, you know, Christmas was very busy this year. And I think most of us, there was a lot of us that didn't get to do much crafting. And I know I was one of them. But it's been an actual long time since I crafted. I've been doing, thank you, sis. It's been a very long time since I actually did a craft. And I was telling my husband, I was like, I don't remember doing a craft since like, I think October. But my followers know probably. They can tell you. All right. So you make it as precise or whatever as you want. But I think that's super cute. So now we'll go ahead and add our sisal back around. And then we'll kind of stick this little guy in. Oh, he fell. That's okay. Let's put this in first. And then we'll go ahead and stuff him and some sisal in here. Now, you can also break this up with some greenery too. Or you can put whatever. I have one other thing I was going to try to put in here. I think it might work. But that's why you want to make that pocket just a little bit loose. So all that can go in there. And there's that, you guys. Isn't that so cute? It's so cute. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Becca. I almost called you Becca Boo. It's Bex. Where is my Becca Boo? I know she's been on here too. I saw a post about her recently. That's why I said that. Yes, it's fun to be crafting again. I do love my paper crafts though. And we're about to do one. But before I do, I want to show you. You could also use this if you wanted. Some pick berries. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. So sweet. You can put a little sign in here that says hugs. Or you can even attach it up here if you wanted. It's whatever you guys really want to do. That's really cute too. So it says hugs. You love it. I'm so glad. Very cute. I love it, Debbie. Debbie, you're right on the wavelength, my friend. Okay. So we have about 15, 16 minutes. So I am going to go ahead. I'm going to put this little guy over here. You love it, Karen? I'm so glad. Karen, that game was so good until it was so good watching. It was really interesting. It was a very, very intense game. But congratulations to your Texans. We have to start over now with a whole new quarterback and a whole new coach. It's going to be a rough couple seasons, I'm sure. Okay, guys. So as you guys know, I am into paper crafting a lot, and I am actually doing a challenge, more like a challenge to myself. And I will, if you guys are following the page, which if you're not, please hit the like and follow button. It's free. And if you guys want, I'm going to be posting a video every day for the next 30 days, starting Friday. And we are going to be doing a heart a day. So what I mean by that is we are going to be designing a paper heart. Maybe not even paper. It could be felt. It could be anything. So these are kind of like the hearts we're going to make. We're going to do a different design every day, whether it be art, collaging, anything like that. And then we're going to be turning them into a tag flip. So these are kind of like an example of what I do with my scraps. So I just kind of make like these little tag flips, and it's going to be kind of like whatever we decide to do. And I use a lot of my scraps from my ATCs or whatever to make these. You could even, you know, turn ephemera with a background. Oh, it's okay, Kimmy, I'm still here. So we're going to be doing this, and I'm going to be posting. It's not going to be live. It's just going to be a pre-recorded video posted every day up until Valentine's Day. And then we'll do a flip through of all of them together. So I am going to kind of get started and just to show you some ideas if you want to join the challenge too. And if you want to make something like this and do a Valentine exchange, I'm actually going to be doing that on my page too. So you can sign up for that or whatever. So today I'm going to be working with a box of sweet tarts, right? The sweet tarts. These are the little conversation hearts. These you can find. They come in a 3-pack of Snoopy ones at Dollar Tree. I think they have other kinds. And these are like 50 cents or something like that at Walmart, like each. And I'm sure you can find like a whole big pack of them. So I'm actually going to open these up. I don't like sweet hearts anyway. They're not my favorite candy. I'm going to try to keep this box intact. Hold on, you guys. Let me get my little cutter. And I'll show you why here in a second, because we have about 15 minutes. So maybe not. Maybe not. There you go. I didn't want to ruin the box too much, but I am going to throw the candy away, and I'm sorry if that bothers some of you. Nobody in my family, this is what we want. Nobody in my family is going, hello, Jennifer, how are you? Hi, Angie. And nobody in my family is going to eat them. We'll just say that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this box apart. And what I'm going to do, we're going to go just like that. And then I am going to, I think what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to cut the heart out just like that. But trash to trash, right? Trash to treasure. So I'm going to just make like a little cut in here. If you have like an X-Acto knife or something like that, you could always just kind of go around. I don't trust myself, and I don't trust myself on live, and I don't want to gross anybody out in case I mess up. So I'm just going to take this blade and just put a nice little slit through here where I want it. And we're going to take just regular scissors, fussy cut scissors, whatever you have. Are these the bad ones? I don't even know if these are the bad ones. I went through so many scissors this past Christmas that everybody was ripping up packages and everything. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut just this little part out here. And you can get as precise or not as possible. You can even just cut part of this off. So, and I'm going to rush just a little bit just because we're at 10 minutes, but it'll be okay. So I'm trying to keep it, give it that heart shape still because it does have that heart on it. Come on, you silly. These scissors are very precise, and it's easy to cut with these because they're not worn out. These are the ones I hide in my craft room. Okay, so now we have an empty box. And the reason why I did that is because I didn't want to cut at the bottom. So now we'll go ahead and we'll glue these pieces back together. Well, we'll glue the bottom part back together anyway. So I'm just going to use hot glue to do it, you guys. No big deal. I'll keep it held together pretty good. And I was debating whether this was the craft I was going to do or something else. But this is the craft we're doing. The craft who decorated did these boxes and threw away the candy. She puts lights in them. Yes! I can't find big ones right now. I've been looking for some big ones. I may just have to... Oh, they have 4 packs? Okay, I haven't been to Dollar General in a while. So thank you for that info. Okay, so now we got this in there. All right, now what I'm going to do is I found some really cute printables. And I'm just kind of gathering some things that I have. So I have these really cute foam sparkly hearts. You could use stickers. I have tons and tons of stuff, you guys. I'll probably use one of these hearts. Now, save this part because that could be for another craft. So, especially if you cut it out really good. You can be careful with it. So, I do have this garland. Makes it look very... Hello, Beverly. It makes it look very vintage. And I do have... This actually came from Hobby Lobby. It was at... I think I got this like 60% off or 70% off after 4th of July. You guys, hello. White, red, and we usually sometimes use blue for Christmas, right? So I'm going to cut a few pieces of these off. Now, I'm going to just make a little border around this. So let me do that first before I cut it. Actually, I could probably measure it. We'll get like an estimate idea. Anytime you're cutting ribbon or anything with wire, I don't know if these are wire or not, but you don't want to use your good scissors. Always have a pair of like scissors you don't care about nearby. Okay. Sometimes that garland gets everywhere. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this at the bottom. And it's just going to have like a little, kind of a sparkly background, we'll say. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Our next creator is Sheila with Sheila's Little Treasures. I'm anxious to see what she's going to do. And she'll be on in just a few minutes. So you guys make sure you go watch her. All right, and then I'm going to take another little piece of this rickrack. And rickrack is found, they have rolls of them at Hobby Lobby, and they have these little packs, I think, are $2 at Walmart, which is not terribly expensive. Sometimes you can even find the fancy kind during seasons. So you just look for something that has maybe the colors that you'll use. Okay, now here comes our last few minutes, moment of truth. I'm going to go around this with the white, and then I'm going to glue on the image that I chose for this, which you guys are going to love, I'm sure. Oh, hold on. Let me plug my phone in. I forgot my phone was dying. Sorry, guys. Woo! Sorry for bumping you. Sorry, Krista. I was watching everybody today. It is charging, so hopefully I don't lose you. Okay. I'm going to kind of glue the edges. So we're going to go around it. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with the heart, just little by little. You don't have to be in a rush. Not like me anyway. I'm a little bit in a rush, but not a huge rush. Okay, now we'll cut off that piece. And yes, I think I did originally see this, the Crafty Decorated did it. I think they were super cute. Whoever said that, that is who did it, I believe. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tape this, glue this down, because this is driving me bonkers, you guys, the open box. Now, if you want to get creative, or if you have a Valentine tree like I do, you can put a little wire or something on the back, and these can be ornaments. But this is what I have for you tonight. We're doing Kermit. So he's going to kind of sit inside of the box. And he's going to be so cute. Okay. I'm just sticking a little bit of hot glue on him, because I want to stick him right in here. And these are super cute. You can make these with the kids, guys. This is a super cute craft to do with the kids. And now we have him kind of held in place, like he's hopping out of the box. He's hopping out of the box. You love it? All right, one more thing. I'm going to get one of these smaller hearts. And you can double up on them too if you wanted. Like I have this little foam heart and this heart. You can do one here, one there, one everywhere if you want. Oh, I thought these were stickers. Nope, we're just going to glue them on because they're not stickers. Yes, it's Kermie! It's Kermie, and I think I'm going to put one more little one. I want to put one more little one. Actually, we'll do a pink one for Miss Piggy, because that's love. Or are they together anymore? I don't know. Didn't they break up? Wasn't that hysterical? Like, how did they decide that Kermie and Piggy were being together anymore? And then he got a new girlfriend that was another pig. It was so, did you guys see that? It was so funny. Anyway, this would be an adorable little ornament on your tree. And this is just a printable I found online. Isn't it cute, Wayne? Who doesn't love Kermit? Yes, thank you so much for having me, Krista. Okay, let me give this a little quicker look for you. I know it's backwards, but what you can do with a box is just hysterical. So this is what I have for you tonight. A little cute box. Kind of paper crafting. I'm kind of stuck with my realm a little bit. And then this adorable little springtime, or it's not spring, but it is a spring, little Valentine. And then you could put a little tag on it. It does say hugs, whatever you guys want to do with it. So it's really simple. All you need is kind of some embellishments, hot glue. And if anybody needs springs, please PM me, and I do have them available. So let me see. Estella, great job. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Krista. Thank you so much for having me, you guys. And if you are new to my page, please feel free to like and follow. We got some exciting things coming. I'm super excited to be back into crafting again. Thank you, Kimmy. Thank you, Cheryl. It's been a nice night. It's been a great Tuesday night hanging out with both of you, or with all of you. I was reading Sue's comment. Hello, Eden. How are you? So, if you guys can think of any other boxes that you could use for something like this, you can use whatever printables or stickers, whatever you have. I'm a huge Muppets fan, so this is just the printables that I found that I had to do for you guys. So thank you so much again, Krista, for having me. So we're going to go ahead and hop over to the Stand Tall Crafting group and watch Miss Sheila with Sheila's Little Treasures, and Mr. Beating with Wayne is our ender tonight. I think that's it for the night. Is that it? I think that's it for the night. But you guys, refresh your page if you're in the Stand Tall Crafting group, and let's go watch Sheila. Thank you for joining me. Bye.